What's up, chat? How we doing? Yes. Alright, we're good. Alright, let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this, man. Let's do this. I'm probably gonna hop into chaos as well because there's people in there, so actually I'm gonna warm up in there real quick. Hold on. I'm gonna warm up in there real quick. No, we're gonna hop into some games here. Let me actually bring this stuff back. Alright, there we go. Alright. Alright, please say I'm actually in a game with people. Okay, I'm with someone else. With a second person. Oh, he's already been playing for 15 minutes, okay. He already got the ray gun. That's a go right there. Alright. Let's just crap on this guy for a bit. Oh, never mind. It's a third person. Never mind. Oh my god, I'm dead. I am so screwed, GG's. Oh my god, dude. I get stuck here, right? Cause they don't have to reload, so yeah, I'm about to get sniped. Okay, never mind. How about that guy at least? Get out of here. GG's. Alright. This is so fun, dude. Oh, this is the same dude from earlier. It just doesn't stop, does it? As soon as he opens the door, he's screwed. As soon as he opens that door, he is screwed. Come here. Wait a minute, she's already outside. Nah, but you ain't going back in there. Get out of here. Get the hell up out of here, dude. GG's. I just got team done. Alright. Alright. Come on. Alright. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come on, dude. Come on. Come on, dude. Come on. Stop running, my guy. Stop running. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. I love that one shot. Alright. Everybody else left. Alright, I'm just gonna leave. Alright. I think it's time to... Nice little 5-minute segment. Nice. Alright. Alright, it's time to go into, BR for now. Who's on right now? Oh, Chance is on. Yeah, Chance is on right now. Alright. 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 Do I have my cover off? Yeah, I do. What's up, Sammy? Thank you. Thank you so much. How we doing, Sammy? How you doing, Sammy? Alright. Goodbye. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. If I get bored, by the way, Sammy, I'll probably just watch some YouTube on stream, probably, for a bit. If I get bored of playing, I'm not gonna just end. Yeah, I haven't streamed in a while because I've been like doing other things, so yeah. Like I literally, like my biggest project for like the last like month, I just now launched it today, so yeah, I've been cooking up a whole like new map pretty much for the last like month. I'm dead. I really hope he can't shoot me through that little gap there. Get out of here. Wait, does this have a hitbox? Yeah, it does. The flag does have a hitbox. Alright. I don't need that. I do want this though. This compact SMG. Alright. Alright. But yeah, this season basically just like glorified reload. I'm gonna be honest, just about the respawns. Like this season's literally glorified reload, which double the players and yeah. Like I'm gonna be honest, it's literally just glorified reload. It's just there's no respawns and it's double the players. So I don't know what they were trying to do there. I don't even feel like playing this season. Honestly, I liked it. I'm gonna be honest, it's fun, you know. But it's a fun idea, you know. Like has it had Fortnite all-time lows? No, it hasn't. I thought this was gonna be like the worst season they've ever done. It's not the worst. It's not good, it's also not bad, and it's also not the worst thing I've ever seen from this game, so I'm not gonna say it's the worst thing. You know, it's not bad, it's not good, but it's also not the worst. Yeah. Like the sidekicks, they're cool. Just the way their business practices are just greedy as hell. I'm dead here, dude. I'm dead. He's like right there. I cannot save my life, dude. I'm trash. GG's. Alright, I'm gonna go to reload real quick. I'm gonna see what I don't really play reload at all this season, so like shit, the player counts are not even that bad. It's like it's only 6 p.m. and there's 200,000 people. That's not bad. I'm gonna say that's good. The season may not be the best season of all time, but it's also not a good season. But hey, it's good for the player counts right there, so I'm not saying that why can't customers the same sidekick? Why do I have to spend? Yeah, exactly. Like I don't want to buy a sidekick just to be able to change the colors, you know? Let me see. There's like 30,000 people on Reload. I'll play Reload just to see what it's like this season. I'm not saying like, you know, BR is bad because clearly the player count showed the other ways, but it's also not the best, so. Oh my god. Are we serious? The Gooners the Gooners love this one, I'm gonna be honest. The Gooners love this one. The Gooners love this one. Alright. Alright. Alright, let's do this. I might even hop on Forza, I'm gonna be honest. I have Forza on my PC. Or, like, I might hop on like another game if I get bored, so. I have other games on my PC besides Fortnite. I just mainly play Fortnite on it. Hold on. Minecraft? I think on Minecraft. Let me see. What? Also, Sammy, is the stream like smoother for you, by the way, or no? Like, does it seem smoother than usual, or no? Better? Seems normal? Well, the reason why I asked that is because, I've been streaming, or I've been intentionally recording in 720, or recording and streaming in 720p 30. The standard is 1080p 60. I'm out of here. I don't know why they sell this map, dude. Like, it's just long past Halloween, dude. It's long past Halloween. Why is this map still, like, available? Like, Halloween's over. It's Mariah Carey time, alright? Okay. You know, I have to put on the emote. I'm sorry. I have to. I can't even hear it on stream, but I have to put it on after this game. Alright. Come here. Holy, I suck. I suck so bad, dude. Give me these minis. Hey. There's a guy coming. Is it the same dude? No, it's not the Juice World. somebody here somewhere. It's just soft footsteps. They in this bush? No, there's not. Oh, they're over there fighting. Oh. I need some rocks. I need some rocks. GG's. Alright. Dead. Let's go. Alright. I'm doing with 4 HP. I don't know how I'm alive right now. Just gonna see if there's a med kit over here somewhere. Nope. Oh my gosh, but there's a mid. Why is it still here? Whatever. GG's. Alright. Get minis, but what? No heals? Are you serious? No heals, but you have minis, and you only have minis because it dropped them whenever you died. That's crazy. Alright. Where, dude? Alright. Come on. Oh, come on. Alright, I got him. I don't think my clothing stopper's open. God damn it. Ah, bro, I'm so stupid, dude. I was looking at chat and it. I'm so dumb, dude. I'm going back to my body, dude. I can still go back to my body and get and get my stuff. Bro, like, GG's. I can't even see my. I can't even see my chat anymore. Hold on. Yeah, GG's. Alright, there we go. Bro, I tapped out so hard that I broke my chat on OBS. That's how hard I tapped out, dude. Yep, it's already time. Give me a second. It's already time. Let's watch some. Alright, I'm just gonna watch a PC build video. I like watching those. I like watching PC building, if you guys are wondering what I like watching. Let me see. Where? Alright, let me see. Hold on. Actually, what should we do? What should we watch, Sammy? What's your suggestion? Because I'll watch it if it's appropriate. I can't watch SML because I'll get community guidelines strike, so don't even think about that one. I just said I can't watch SML because I'll keep me guideline straight. Okay. Yeah, I can't watch it or else I'll keep me guideline straight. So. SML's peak though, you know ball, but I can't watch shows either, so that's also something I can't do. I can't watch shows, I can't watch movies. If I wanted to watch shows or movies, I would have to end stream and go into Discord, so. Alright, I guess we'll just watch a setup build video for like 10 minutes. Let's watch this setup video for 10 minutes. Alright. Does it have to be no, it doesn't. It doesn't have to be family friendly. But yeah. Alright, we're gonna watch this. Let me hide this as well. Where is it? Okay. We're gonna watch this for a bit. Let me make sure that. What? Eugene Dingleberry? What the hell? Hold on. Let's watch this for a bit and then. Oh my god. My son watch this. You can't. Oh yeah, you can't.
For a setup revamp. So I'm about to completely destroy his setup for a fresh start and turn this space into his dream gaming setup with amazing decor and lighting, top of the line gaming gear, and the best gaming PC imaginable, all thanks to MSI. Now, this isn't actually my little brother's room because I don't even have a brother, but he is my younger cousin, and ever since we were kids, we have done absolutely everything together. So pretty much the little brother I never had. And perfect enough, his birthday's coming up in the next 3 days, so I thought, what better time to surprise him with a brand new gaming setup that he has zero clue about.
What you gonna get me for my birthday?
And with him being busy with school and out of town for track meets these next few days, this couldn't have aligned any better. But since we're on a pretty tight timeline and have absolutely no room for error, I better get started. I firstly snuck into his house a few days ago.
I hit all the other stuff
while he was at school, and then went back home to 3D model exactly how I wanted this gaming setup to look. Which leads us back to present day, stood here in his room with the perfect plan. Now I've just got to execute it. First things first, we need to get this absolute mess of an area we have here cleaned up because, well, do I really need to explain why? This ended up taking me a little longer than expected as he
actually
just has
I'm
so
gonna put all
much
this stuff back on the
stuff
screen.
around. Well, he won't be needing this anymore.
Oh.
But after clearing the space out
well, just
it was finally time to cover up this
break the PS5 while I credit. Okay.
Now I know in the last few setups I've built on this channel, I've low-key been spamming the wooden wall panel method, and I'm doing it again. But to be totally fair, it's kind of my only option this time around. And as soon as I was about to start putting up the panels, it clicked in my head that this truly was not going to be easy as it usually is.
In a way, but a surface.
I just realized with this wall having a really strange shape and not even being flat, the panels would look really weird and uneven if I tried to put them on right now. So after sitting in fear that this entire plan could have been ruined just like that, it finally clicked in my head exactly what to do. Okay, we've got to run to the wood store like now. And after a not so fun 40-minute drive, I grabbed some wooden screws I needed, got back to Brayden's house, and began to drill these perfectly sized wooden pieces into the wall to act as more support for our panels to be stuck onto, while also making the surface completely even. Alright, this may or may not look absolutely horrible right now, but just trust the process.
Yo, why is it actually low-key clean though?
All I can say is wow. This looks so much better already. Now, kind of how I said earlier that I've been using the wooden wall panel method a whole lot lately, I wanted to at least make this one a little different, so I decided to mix white and black panels, and I think it turned out really nice. But this is sadly all I'm going to be able to do for day one, because the next step in this is building the actual gaming setup, and I can't quite start that yet because the desk hasn't even arrived yet. So to utilize the rest of the time I had in my day to stay on track with finishing the setup before Braden's birthday, I went back to my house and began to build this stacked out gaming PC that MSI supplied all of the parts for, which once all put together was about to make a beast. With the motherboard having a ton of useful features, installing all the components was about to be a breeze with its easy DIY design, while also looking super sleek with its carbon black pattern and RGB lighting. For the CPU, we're rocking the Intel Core Ultra 9 285K processor,
The rich get richer.
perfect for this build, being ideal for high-end
Sammy,
gaming,
just
which
so
is
you know,
exactly what Braden
I
would
have
do.
a
I then snapped in
I have
96
$450 worth of
pure
PC parts
DDR5
right
RAM
behind
to
me,
bring
alright?
ultra-fast performance,
And that's just for the CPU and
having
the cooler and the motherboard,
and
by the
thankfully,
way.
with the motherboard having an easy M.2 clip, installing his SSD was so simple without having to deal with any obnoxious little screws. As for the case I'm putting this build into, it's a complete all blacked out look with pre-installed fans, which is so helpful in speeding up the build process. So after getting the motherboard screwed down into the case, I then got started on the power supply unit, which is usually the step that stumps me the most. But thankfully this time around, it was extremely easy to get set up and super straightforward where to plug everything into. For the cooler, I used the MagCore Liquid
7-year-old PC for real?
which took almost no
I
time
was
at
thinking
all, and
about
really
giving
made me
it away,
appreciate the MSI
doing like a
ecosystem in this
giveaway,
build, since
but
being
I
able
don't
to
have the
link up all
platform to
the
do a
fans and
giveaway,
RGB with
so
no trouble at all, thanks to MSI Center.
I don't have the platform to do a giveaway because
there
there
would
would be just.
the best part of any PC build, which is the GeForce RTX 4080 from MSI.
I was thinking
Now,
about
with this
doing a
card being
giveaway.
so large and naturally sagging a little, the case cool enough has a built-in GPU support bracket to easily solve this problem. And just like that, we now have a beast of a system to put into Braden's setup tomorrow that not only looks good, but will run great as well. And now that I finished building the PC, I headed to bed for the night and prayed that the desk would be sitting on my front porch whenever I woke up. Okay, this moment right here determines if the rest of this video is even possible or if it's gonna be completely ruined. Please be here, bro. Please be here. Oh my gosh, thank you. I can't even lie, I was getting a little nervous there for a second. Alrighty, we're back here in Braden's room and it's officially time to build this kid an
Thinking about doing, yeah, I was thinking about doing a
So I
giveaway,
moved in his
but
desk and quickly got it unboxed, where I then barely realized
by the way,
what kind of desk this actually
if I do a giveaway, I'm not including any of the SSDs or anything for obvious reasons. You'll have to buy your own SSD. So
in a video, I almost broke it and ruined the entire surprise of building my subscriber their dream setup. So I was starting to feel true fear and deja vu of this happening again. But I ended up absolutely locking in and putting this desk together with ease. I am cooking! I am cooking! So before getting the actual setup put onto the desk, I firstly laid down a rug because I'm not gonna lie, this tile is absolutely chopped. I then brought in all of the lighting going into the setup, which was way more than I thought I had bought.
whoa.
My gosh. To my aunt and uncle, I am so sorry about your electricity bill. And after getting all the rope lights unboxed and putting a strip onto the desk, I began to get in a flow state getting these put on
The electricity bill about to go
I got some of
hard.
the worst news imaginable. Huh? No way. Like today? What time? Alright, bye. I might have just got the worst call I could have gotten possible today. So my aunt just called me to tell me that Braden is coming home today in a few hours after all instead of tomorrow. And I'm not even halfway done with putting these lights up.
Whoa.
I'm really gonna have to speed things up. Oh, that shifts everything. Luckily, I had already prepped all the lights to be placed into the panels before I got that call, so I was able to breeze through getting them put on pretty quickly. But after eyeing Braden's location for the last little bit, he's approximately like an hour and a half away, and we still have an entire setup to put together. And definitely a pretty big mess to clean up as well.
Oh my
So I then
god.
picked up as much stuff as I could off
That's
the floor
actually
and went
crazy.
to bring in the MSI build for his setup. This might actually be the most I've been stressed out since I had to search 7 chests at Risky Reels. So for
Oh
the
my
PC,
god.
it's of course the one I built the other day, and this thing is a beast. So Braden, you absolutely have zero excuse to keep getting knocked in duos now. And for the monitors, MSI hooked them up with not only one OLED monitor, but 2 OLED monitors. Oh my my gosh. Bro's setup is actually gonna be better than mine.
Whoa.
And once I got them unboxed, I was genuinely amazed with how they looked. How are they both so slim? That is actually unreal.
How is it that thin?
So good with gaming. So after getting these mounts put onto both monitors, I then put them in the best monitor layout possible. One horizontal, one vertical. Argue with the wall. And this lastly led into laying down the peripherals as the finishing touch before completing the setup, which was the Forged GK300 combo, which honestly both sound and felt really nice.
Okay, you could have picked a better keyboard, dude. You could have picked a better keyboard because what the fuck?
And causes us to have to use FaceTime. And so it's
what
not
the
just
fuck
on
is
his
that
desk in a
keyboard?
messy way. I got this really cool headset stand that lights up to match the vibe
What
of
the
the setup.
fuck is that keyboard and mouse combo? That looks like some. Like you could have gone with a better keyboard, dude.
Days, but it looked pretty bad in here before. So I'm gonna get his mom to stall for as long as possible because this might take me a little bit. And it sure did take a while because after cleaning up this huge mess I left, I then hurried up and tried my absolute best to cable manage as fast as I could. But Brayden ended up showing up.
It doesn't look that bad, no, but
so what I was able to do.
But if this is for gaming, that MSI keyboard's gonna be garbage.
What I've been working on these last few days. I believe Brayden just pulled up. Whew, now we just gotta surprise him. Bro, I'm so nervous. What's up, man? What's up? First off, stressed me out today. I thought you were gonna be home tomorrow. But do you remember the other day we were testing those Philly cheesesteaks? Yeah. And you said, what am I gonna get you for your birthday? Yeah. I said nothing originally, but I want to show you something. So first off, happy early birthday. Thank you. A few days early, but we'll go check it out. Are you ready? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Okay, not gonna lie, that's clean. That's actually clean as hell. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, we're going back to the fort screen for a second. Hold on. That's actually clean as hell. What the hell? Alright. Oh, my uncle's on. Just looked at my OBS and realized that he's on right now. Alright. Oh my god, Sammy. Wait, Sammy. Where is it? Wait, hold on. Where did it go? Look what I got on the recommended. Look. Not gonna put it back. It was the one of the most legendary screens of all time. That's what I'm gonna say. The one of the most legendary screens of all time. On my recommended. Alright. Let's see. Alright. Yeah, the early stream. The I Should Speed early stream. Wow. Wow, you said I should sped. Wow. Alright, let's watch another video and then we'll probably go back to
My name's
Fort.
Andrew, and a few years ago I bought the ugliest house in my neighborhood, both inside and out. In this video, I'm going to show you how by pouring a ton of sweat equity into these
Nah, you
categories
definitely
of
call it
projects,
sped.
I was able to completely
All
transform
good.
the curb
It's all
appeal
good.
of this house. Let's get this party started with the cosmetic upgrades. To kick off this curb appeal transformation, I started by power washing the entire house from top to bottom. And as I was washing this asbestos siding, I noticed a few of the tiles were cracked, so I removed those and I replaced them with some fiber cement siding that you can buy from Home Depot. And some people will say you really shouldn't work with asbestos due to like health reasons and breathing in the fibers, but I'm really doing just fine. Just wear a respirator. And the house also had this abandoned metal chimney attached to the side of it, so I removed that.
Oh,
And
okay.
after cutting out the attachment where it actually
However you
want
want to do it.
I was left with this 18-inch crater in my foundation, which I filled in with some rapid setting concrete. In hindsight, I probably should have used some reinforcement, but fingers crossed it holds up. Then I just removed the brackets, filled the holes with caulk, and then we taped off all of the windows and doors so I could paint the siding and the soffit using this airless paint sprayer. And after the paint dried, we removed the paper and tape, and my brother and I put up some new shutters. And at this point, I did a little Mickey Mouse project and made some new custom house numbers for the home so that I could
What is for building again? He's building he's renovating a house.
Here, I had to remove the front door because it was cracked in a few locations and it was in desperate need of replacement. So I started by removing the brick mold on the exterior, and you're also going to want to pull off the trim on the inside of the door as well. You're likely going to find a few screws attaching the door frame to the house, and I recommend you just cut through those using a sawzall. And after cutting through the screws, I removed the entire door and the frame from my home. So here's how we look in full summer Jeep mode, but I vacuumed out the dust and debris from underneath the door, measured the length for the sill plate, and then I put some construction adhesive down, glued that PVC sill plate in place. That's going to direct any water away from the home. Then I flashed the perimeter of the door frame, caulked around the back side of the brick mold, lifted the new door into place. And
Alright, when I watch a body cam video, but I don't know if it's TOS or not. Hold up. Oh, if I'm a full screen this back, but I'm gonna see. Alright, I can't watch biking videos on YouTube, so.
And after shimming everything out, checking for level, and screwing the door frame to the
Alright, this is the last video before we go back to Fort right now.
all the way around the perimeter between the door frame and the home, and then cut off the excess. Then I painted the door this Smurf blue
It's against
color,
TOS.
which you're gonna see throughout the rest of the video. And for the last cosmetic project, I built this custom mailbox, which I think looks pretty good. Now, let me show you how I completely transformed the front entryway of the home. I started by removing the old flimsy metal railings by unscrewing them where they attach to the house, and then cutting them off where they were embedded into the concrete steps. And after getting those removed, it was time to power wash that existing staircase. And I don't know what it is, guys, but there's just something oddly satisfying about a good power wash. But these stairs still looked like crap, so I decided to resurface them using this Newcrete product. And I gotta be honest with you guys, hindsight is always 20/20, but I really think I should have just demolished this entire staircase and
you really should have.
This is kind of lipstick. I don't want to say lipstick on a pig, but it kind of is lipstick on a pig. It's just an ugly staircase, and regardless if it looks perfect or it looks crappy, it's just going to be kind of unimpressive. So I wish I did something different, but if you stick around till the end, you'll see that I think I made the best of a bad situation. As the final step here, I applied a sealer to prevent it from staining, and I'd love to get your feedback on all of these projects down in the comments. Now, let's get rid of the sidewalk leading up to the steps.
So typically for a small sidewalk like this, you would just rent a jackhammer, but I was able to get a killer deal for this guy online. So we're gonna test it out, see how it goes.
This was my first time using a jackhammer, and after almost jackhammering both my feet, I got the hang of it. With my front walkway turned to rubble, let's start thinking about how we're going to repair it. So this is going to be two parts. It's going to be the concrete landing and then this curved sidewalk. I started by marking the outline of the concrete landing with some spray paint, and then you're going to go ahead and excavate down around 8 inches. 4 inches for the gravel subbase, and then 4 inches or so for the concrete sidewalk. And I dug out some deep footers that were below the frost depth in each corner to serve as the foundation for the porch overhang I'm going to build at the end of the video. And after compacting the soil, adding the stone, compacting the stone, I built the concrete forms using some 2x6 and 1x6 lumber, staked it in place, made sure it was square, and then filled the entire form area up with some concrete. We mixed all the concrete by hand using a drum mixer, which was, if I'm being honest, a nightmare, but eventually we got it done. We finished the surface using a hand trowel, and then we gave it a broom finish. After letting it dry, we removed the forms, and I started prepping the area for the curved sidewalk. And to build the curved forms, I had the guys at Home Depot rip down 4-inch strips of hardboard so that I could get the curvature I wanted. And after getting everything level, I compacted the stone, installed the steel wire mesh reinforcement, and then I applied some WD-40 as a form release agent to the forms. Now, because I had a bunch of issues with that initial pour and the mechanical mixer binding up, I almost broke down and ordered concrete to be delivered, but I came across this product called the mud mixer, which we used for this pour. And although lifting 40-pound bags of concrete over and over again still wasn't fun, this was a lot smoother than the drum mixer. So we filled the entire form area with concrete, screeded everything smooth, used an edging trowel around the edges to give us a rounded edge, and then finished the surface using a finishing trowel, and then gave it the final broom finish before adding a couple control joints to hopefully control where the concrete cracks in the future, if it ever does. And I know that I'm going fast here, but I have dedicated videos for all of these projects on my channel, and I also have this blog linked down below that goes through everything in detail. And after letting the concrete dry, I just removed the forms. Now, if you remember that railing we removed a few minutes ago, now it's time to replace it. So I used a laser level to mark the post locations for the new railing, and then I marked the locations for the bolts using a Sharpie. After drilling the holes using a hammer drill and a carbide tip masonry bit, I positioned the railing posts in place, inserted the expansion anchors, and tightened them down preliminarily. Then I used the post level to make sure everything was level and plumb, used shims as necessary, then tightened everything down and cut off the excess shims. I had to cut off the excess bolts using a sawzall in a few locations, then I installed the post caps. This is the Black Cool railing system manufactured by Muzata, and I basically just followed the manufacturer's instructions to install it. The trickiest part was finding the angle there for when the railing starts going down the stairs, but after making that cut, I just had to pre-drill the holes and screw everything together. And although I love the look of wire railings, installing them is kind of a pain in the butt because you have to install the hardware and tighten each strand of wire individually, which can be pretty tedious. But eventually, we got all the wires installed and got the tension just right. With the front entryway complete, let's turn our attention to some gardening and landscaping. Now, if we rewind just a bit, there used to be a silver maple in my front yard, and because it was rotting out and slightly leaning towards my house, I decided to hire a contractor to come in and remove the tree and then grind up the stump. They left me with this beautiful patch of dirt, which I'm going to fix later, but now I want to focus on the front garden. So here's a look at the front garden before we got started, and the whole idea is that we're going to add a new concrete curb edging as shown in green. I started by removing all the old mulch and weeds to give myself a clean slate. Then I established my offset from the house, marked the boundary, and then I excavated down 4 inches, got the area relatively level, and then I compacted the dirt. After that, I picked up my gravel subbase, set my depth, and then I added around 4.5 inches of gravel subbase into the curb area. I also added a weed barrier to hopefully prevent weeds from growing up in the future. After compacting the stone with a hand tamp, it's time to build the concrete forms, and just like with the sidewalk, we're using lumber. To set the forms, I double checked the offset from the house, and then I set the locations using stakes. And I used a 6-foot level to make sure we were on track. Then I cut 6-inch pieces of blocking to give myself a uniform spacing between the 2 boards of 6 inches. That's going to be the width of our concrete curb. Where 2 boards met, I used a piece of bracing to make sure they were perfectly level and in line. After continuously checking level, I cut the forms to round the corner, used a framing square to make sure we were just that, square, and then I completed the form area. In hindsight, I wish I would have gone with a rounded corner, but the square corner, I guess, is what we're going to live with. And just like the front entryway, I used Rapid Set 24/6 concrete mix and the mud mixer to mix all of the concrete by hand. I used a shovel to move the concrete around within the forms, and then a finishing trowel to get it relatively smooth to start. I also used a reciprocating saw without a blade to vibrate the forms to fill up any air voids. And because the mud mixer's on wheels, I was literally able to roll down the entire length of the form area, filling it up with concrete. After filling up the forms with concrete, I took my edging trowel to give the edges of the concrete curb a rounded edge, and then I went back and cleaned up any of the hard lines with my finishing trowel. Because concrete will inevitably crack, I added control joints every 4 feet on center, so when it does crack, it'll hopefully crack within that joint. After adding the rest of the control joints, I cleaned up any of the rough edges using a finishing trowel. Here's a look at the finished product right as the sun was setting, and then the next day I went and I removed the concrete forms. If you use a form release agent like WD-40, the form should come off really easy. And for landscaping, I kept it simple with some low maintenance evergreens and some black mulch. Next, I turned my attention to the lawn, and I started by filling in the gap around the garden curb with some topsoil, and I applied a bunch of topsoil to the area where that tree was removed previously. Then I rented an aerator and aerated my entire lawn. After aerating, I did a bit of dethatching, removed all the weeds and thatch from the yard, and I planted some grass seeds, spreading it around evenly using a seed spreader and applying it by hand around the garden curb. After applying seed, I sprinkled a bit more topsoil and I made sure to water the grass. And while we wait for the grass to grow, let's finalize this curb appeal transformation with an architectural improvement. Although this house has come a long way from where we started, the haters down in the comments let me know that the house was still pretty ugly. And deep down, I knew that the house was missing something. So I did some curb appeal research on Pinterest, and then it hit me. A gable porch overhang over the front door.
Wait, that actually looks cool. What the hell?
Everything in SketchUp and got to work. Now, if I'm being
That
honest with you,
actually
I've
looks
always
kind
had
of
this
peak.
idea
I'm not gonna lie. That actually looks kind of
why
peak.
I dug those deep concrete footers at each corner of my concrete landing. But before we install those vertical support columns, we have to demolish the gutters and remove some of the shingles above the door. I also had to remove that first sheet of plywood so that I could access the front wall of the home, which we're going to use to support our gable porch overhang. After opening up the roof, I determined the location for the vertical support columns, and I pre-drilled the anchor bolt hole using my hammer drill. Then I set the post anchors in place, installed the anchor bolt, and tightened everything up. And before we get into the framing, I want to let you know that I have a completely free ebook that you can download and position support columns. I for this with 6x6 pressure treated lumber, and we cut that to size and position it in place inside the post anchor, and then we tack the horizontal board in place to hold everything together temporarily.
Timmy, are you still here, by the way, or are you just like watching this?
Between the vertical 6x6s, and we cut that and installed it off camera, unfortunately. After securing everything up top, we permanently screwed the vertical support column to that post anchor in the concrete.
Oh, you're just watching? Okay, my bad.
Framed, we installed a new piece of plywood roof decking, so we had something to walk on.
Okay, so despite checking the weather for days beforehand and checking the radar, we had this blip of rain show up out of nowhere. So now we're the tarp house.
Wow.
Murphy's Law, man. Anything that will go wrong anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Something like that.
Of course,
This kid is hurting, and there's nothing you can do about it.
I'm sorry. I feel so bad skipping that in, but
on the ridge board to a 412 roof pitch, since that's the pitch of our roof. And again, if you want all the details on how I found my roof pitch and a lot of the details for how we framed this, you can check out my free ebook. Everything is specified in detail within that. So as you can see there, we had to remove a few more of the asphalt shingles so that we were actually dealing with the roof decking, and then we adjusted the height of that ridge board to give us approximately a 612 roof.
haven't gotten ad in a while. It's because I'm not monetized, that's why. If I was monetized, you'd be getting ads. I'm not, this channel isn't monetized, so you're not gonna get ads on my channel until I get monetized.
Where it intersects with the ridge board, you'll need to cut a bird's mouth cut where it intersects with the horizontal joist, and then you'll have to make
ads are ran on my channel, so
for the tail of the rafter. We made these cuts using a circular saw and a jigsaw.
From other vids also.
You can use it as a template to mark all of your other cuts. And after nailing the rafters in place, I cut the fascia board so that the angle would match the roof where it intersects with the house, and then I attached that to the tails of the rafters. And at this point, it was time to cut and install the valley plate and the valley rafters. And I don't want to get too technical with this since I have a dedicated video and an ebook showing exactly how to build this. But the main takeaway for these is you have to cut the bottom of the rafter at a beveled angle so that it sits on the valley plate properly. And if you cut all your
I'm probably just gonna go back to Fortnite after this one.
Here's a look at everything nailed
For a
together,
bit,
and then
because
we installed the plywood roof decking
there's
over
people
top.
online,
Next up,
so
we installed PVC fascia trim on the front of the house and also
I might not join
and
them
if you
for
guys are getting some kind of value from this video, I would
because
really
the
appreciate
one of
if you
them
drop
was
a like down below
survivor
and
play,
comment
and I'm not
all the
gonna
engagement
put that
really
on
helps
stream,
with the YouTube
so
algorithm, and I would appreciate it. And although I was tempted to do the
I'm not
roofing
gonna
on the
put
gable
that on
myself,
stream,
my
so
entire roof
for
needed to be replaced,
obvious
so I bit the
reasons.
bullet and just hired a contractor. And with the top of the gable complete, I turned my attention to the underside, and I first built this cage at the back so that I could install tongue and groove soffit boards on both the back and the underside of the gable. And I also wanted to spice up the support columns, so I decided to wrap the base with this pillar wrap product that looks like stone. To install it, you first have to shim out the support column to give it a bit of additional thickness, and then you glue and screw
that
it
actually
into
is
place.
so
You guessed it,
convincing.
I have a
What the
dedicated video for that as well. Then I simply installed the post cap.
Bro has a dedicated video for
with some
everything. What the
caulk.
hell?
There are a few more finishing touches with this gable, but I want to tell you guys a story in the meantime.
That
So
actually
I
looks
rolled
so
the dice and
convincing.
decided to build this gable porch without getting a permit, and I thought I got away with it because like 2 or 3 months after the fact, I still hadn't heard anything until one fateful day I saw this notice on my door saying that this was not in compliance and I had to bring it up to code. So I had to retroactively get everything permitted, which was a bit of a pain in the butt, but eventually we got it done. And once I finished staining the underside of this gable, this curb appeal transformation is complete. Let's take a quick reminder look at where this project started. And here is a look at the final result. Now, at the end of the day, this is still a 1,000 square foot rancher, but all things considered, I think we made the most
That
money
actually
possible
looks
out
so
of
much
a lemon
better.
living house, at least initially. I would love to get your feedback on this curb appeal transformation down in the comments, and I'll try to answer.
Alright. Let's Yeah, they're still on. Okay, he's still on. He's on the way though. Toby segment though. Alright, who's on? Um, yeah, he's playing this map. He's on the way though. Yeah, no one else is on. So, um, is there anything else leaving today? Okay, so this should be rotated out. Each item shop. So this should be a new skin probably. Either a new skin or returning one. Got whiteout. Got the Air Jordan Concords. These jam tracks were leaving today. These no, they're 500. What the Shopbox buns, it is. It is buns. Mind you, this is a free jam track, by the way. That was a free jam track in the Festival Pass, so. Shop is any roads again, just seeing like what's here. Oh look, the same skin being sold in the shop for twice. You could either go for the Chapter 1 Jonesy, which is like the most iconic one, or you can go for the Chapter 2 version, which looks less iconic, but yeah. Do they still have the same defaults in Chapter 3? Is that why they haven't released any default? Yeah, these are the same defaults in Chapter 3, no? Am I wrong? But isn't this like the same? Aren't these the same defaults from like that they've had since Chapter 3? Oh, these are combat ones. They've had these same ones for. There's no way. I remember when they used to like refresh these, like at least you could pick them now. You used to be forced to random. These, however, introduced this chapter. I like how you can like pick combat and casual. That's cool. I like how you can pick these as well. Because it was always random. It was never default, or you can never like select just one. So that's cool though. Yeah, nobody's on. I mean, yeah, back then, Sammy, you were playing whenever this was a thing, but back then, you couldn't go in here and select like let's say I want to select like a default skin, right? Well, say I wanted to be exclusively Jonesy, right? You couldn't select like any of these. You had to you were forced to just go with random, and whatever the game picked you, it just picked you. I know, that's what I was saying. You were playing back then whenever they did this, but let me actually mute this. Um, But yeah, back then, you were forced to one specifics. You're forced to be You're supposed to pick random. Like that was your only option. You couldn't pick any of these. It was only recently that they made it so that way you can make it so you can actually choose a style. You were forced to a random skin of whatever the game gave you, it gave you, so. Styles were exclusive to skins you bought, so. I think I think you did. Me too. No, you told me in school that you started like chapter 3 season 1 with like the physics trees. That's I'm gonna lock him for a bit. Why not? This guy was like one of my first ever skins, so. Can't you check? I think you can, but it's through a Discord bot. I have bought my Discord, Sammy. If you go into the bot commission, hold on, I'll do it. I'll do it on the stream, forget. Let me see, hold on. Let's see if this is possible myself, if I could. Let me see. Let me log in real quick to my thing. Alright. I think it's the code now. Alright, so let me show you. Let me show you, Sammy. Hold on, let me. Oh shoot, can I not show my Discord? Oh, it doesn't show my Discord, does it? Okay, there we go. Alright, so if if I go here, right, in my server, BR summary. Or, no, it's not that, it's BR info, I think. Yeah, see, like, it'll say that I started on October 2020, which is when I first learned into the game, so. You know, if you have been connected to Discord, it's not through Discord, it's through a bot. Hold on, let me change my. Can I do this? Can I change my psychic name? Hold on. Can I add that? Alright. So if we go here. Wasn't there a site where you could check like players' earnings and stuff? Yeah, it's. Hold on. If I go here, it's only for those who have it public, so. Let's see, Louisville. Yeah, oh my gosh. Alright. But yeah, this is the thing. I don't know why it only shows these, because these are not my these are not the only things I've played. I don't know why it so long. Playing the relookups? Duos? I'm like, why is it only show these? 'Cause but yeah, you can see that was 0 earnings, unfortunately. Cool. Wait. I'll check tomorrow. Let's see. These are not any east. Oh my god. Do you have Levi's emoji? What's the Levi emoji? But yeah, these are all the. I guess it only shows top 10. Yeah. So it's only top 10,000. So this is the highest I think I've ever placed, and it's in a ring cup. I have not played comp at all this year. Like I don't think I've played comp at all. Like, I played a couple tournaments here and there, but I did not play as much as I did last year. Let me see, what's the attempt? Okay, so it's the next one's on the 12th. Okay. Right. Alright. Yeah, I need to lock in on my comp arc. I might play rank, to be honest. Just to get my rank up, because I'm in silver, I think. I'm playing rank Simpsons, just why not? 87,000 people. Alright, I need to get my rank up, so gonna play this for a bit. Let me see. Eligible. So yeah, there's a tournament 2 days. So hold on. Alright, so the first one begins on the. Because these are qualifiers. Rocket League is easy for rank quests. Yeah, we're not trying to do Rocket League though. I'm trying to complete my rank quests. I'm trying to get my rank up. I'm trying to complete my quests right now. Just do them as I'm playing. I'm not even like a goal. so. Let me go back to this. Alright. Hold on, I have to. Hold on, I can't hear it, but... Yeah, W's. Alright. Alright, let's go. Guess I'll go to Donut District right now. Get out of here, GDs. Alright, I got a silence scar. Let's go. Get out of here. GDs. Alright. 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 We got this. What's up? What's up, Lisa Williams? How we doing? There's someone here. Come on. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad. I am so bad at this. Alright. Yeah, I'm so bad at this game, dude. Like, anyone says I'm good, I think you're just glazing, bro, because there's no way you actually think I'm good at this game. Like, it's just an unbelievable thing that people actually think I'm good at this game. Alright, give me a supply job, dude. Good. Alright. 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 Anybody here? No. Nobody here. Okay. Come on, dude. Come on. Come on, bro. Are we serious? Hey. Bro, WM. WM. For sure, for sure. So yo, thanks so much for the sub, Lisa. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for the sub. Thanks so much for the sub. Alright. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come on. Alright. Dead. Three people left. Let's take those. Where the? Oh, it's over here. GG's. Bro. GG's. How much loans do I have? I had 9. Let's go. Gold 3. Let's go. Or gold 1. Alright, I'll take 75%. I'll take it. I had, bro. If we were able to sit in a chair while gliding, that would be a peak glider. But no, we just hang down under it. Like, why you gonna? Like, that would be the most American chair of all time. But yet, you want to just, yeah, GG's. Right. Alright. Let's go. We're in gold now. We're going lobbies. Bad internet? What do you mean bad internet? Wait, what you mean bad internet? I'm not even on bad internet. I'm on 500 gig, so I don't know what to talk about bad internet. I am actually pretty good at it, so. Alright. That's how I'm able to stream at the same time as playing, so. Without needing a second PC. I'm just dead, dude. Yeah, GG's. He had an attack out of thunder. There's no way he's winning that. GG's. 3%. Ground check. Let me see. I barely even played this season, so I only have 2 crowns. Yep. Yeah, 2. I only have 2. I only have 2 crowns. I don't really care about crowns, to be honest. I don't care for them. I don't care less for them. If I'm being honest. Alright. Ain't no way. These guns suck, dude. I'd rather have a suppressed card than a striker, to be honest, but hey, it's all good. Alright. Alright. Let's do this. What's someone here? I got a Mr. Blasty though. I barely played too. Yeah. I don't blame you, to be honest. I just need to get my rank up, so let's play this. Alright. We got attack now, so we're good. We got attack now. GG's. I'll gladly take that. Actually, yeah, I'll take those like a spray. Done. Alright. I have no mats. I'm dead. I have no mats. Bro, I'm dead. I have no mats. Welcome back, Sammy. Chase FN. Get out of here, you TikTok. Bro's dead ass clipping now. Are we serious? Like, bro, you got lucky. Like, what? Bro is seriously clipping now. Are we into like? Alright. Hold on, let's get shit right wrong. His ass too. Alright. Bro, I'm still first match protected, dude. This is not my first match. What the hell? Oh, that's why. Sharp rotate, that's why. I mean, god damn. God damn. The gooners are loving this one. I'm not gonna. Damn. The gooners are loving this one. God damn. So yeah, Mortal Kombat's back. Ah, damn. She's leaving today. Alright, Ruby's back. Bro, this is the most gooner shop I've ever seen. You got Ruby. You got Raven Team Leader. Like this is the most gooner shop of all time. They need to update her render. They really need to update this one. They really need to update her render, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, god damn. Alright. Alright. Alright, let's do this. Alright. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Alright. Alright. No, he got the gun. No, there's no way. He got the gun, there's no way. There's no way he got the gun. I got the mats though. GG's. There's no way he got the gun before me, dude. There's no way. Alright. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, I'm not feeling friendly, by the way. I just want to clarify that. I'm not feeling friendly, so I'm not feeling friendly by any means. If you see, I don't know if you see my videos, Lisa, but yeah, I may censor myself because, you know, because that silences me in the algorithm, but I'm not feeling friendly by any means. I don't filter myself to please brands. Alright. Give me a second. You will, Sammy? You will, please? That's just a dumb thing to do, though. Why? Oh yeah, speaking of brands, I'm not gonna be doing it anymore, so I'm just gonna leak the collab anyway. I was supposed to work with like this small company to promote like a keyboard or whatever. I was supposed to make a short promoting a keyboard and post it on the 14th, but but the company just like completely egoed me. They haven't sent. I'm supposed to post a short in 4 days. I haven't gotten the keyboard, which means I can't make the video. We haven't discussed anything for like payment for the ad. So now I've let them know, like, hey, where's the keyboard? I need to promote this keyboard. Where is it? I need the keyboard. And they haven't. Yeah, I was supposed to do a short promoting a keyboard, but I guess I ain't gonna do it because the company's like completely egoed me. They're not gonna send out the keyboard, so and they gave me a deadline, and I don't even have the keyboard yet, so I can't even promote it. If I found someone else, yeah, true. But I was even like, but they even like reached it back out to me recently, and it was like, cause I saw the emails like recently, and they sent like a long time ago, and they responded back recently saying like, hey, are you still down to do this? And I was like, sure. So I'm just not gonna promote the keyboard. Even if they do send it to me, I'm just not gonna post a short. Because I'm just long past the deadline. So somebody here. Yeah, hear Miku. But yeah, I was supposed to promote a keyboard, but we haven't even discussed anything. So I'm just not gonna I said I'm done, you're not gonna send me the keyboard, I'm not gonna promote it, so. It's like this, like, it sounds like a pretty good keyboard too. Like, would you get sued for not advertising the keyboard? They sent it out. Well, I just emailed them saying don't send me the keyboard because I'm not gonna promote it if you're not gonna like discuss with me frequently about like payment or anything. If you're gonna give me a deadline and not like discuss like the payment for like the ad or anything. But yeah, I would get sued if. But yeah, I would be violating contract if I. There's 2 people here. I'm not gonna fight this. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight this. But yeah, I just emailed them like just now saying like, hey, if you're not gonna send me the keyboard, then don't even bother because I'm not gonna promote it. If you're gonna give me a deadline, and not discuss like anything for like payment, so. I try my best to. I try my best to, Lisa. Bro, so that guy's a Mystique skin this whole time? He wasn't even a Flanders, he was Mystique. Are we serious in 2025? I didn't think I'd be seeing a Mystique skin in 2025, I'm gonna be honest. Mm. Oh my god, dude, I have to fight this guy now. Alright, good. I'm gonna go take care of this guy. I'm tired of him. I'm taking care of you right now. I'm sorry. GG's. Alright. But yeah, I do the streams. I try my best to. Hold on. Give me a second. But yeah, I was supposed to do that. But they don't want to send out the keywords, so they're gonna give me they gave me a deadline before they sent out the keyword, so it doesn't really make sense. Spider-Woman's back. Cool. But yeah. I was, but yeah, I would have been more than happy to promote that keyboard, but how am I supposed to promote the keyboard if I don't have the keyboard? So, what am I supposed to do? So I just said, if you're not gonna discuss anything with me, then just don't worry about it. Don't worry about the keyboard, don't worry about the sponsorship, I'm just not gonna do it. Uh. Um. But yeah, what's it called? I'm trying to think of something. Amy, do you like? I'm just curious. Do you like what's your like favorite game? I'm just curious. Like is it Fortnite or like what is it like of all time? It doesn't even have to be like currently. It could be just like all time. Like I don't mean currently. I mean all time. I don't mean currently. I just literally just like ran to this guy and just let him kill me. Alright. I didn't lose any percentage there. Fortnite or Roblox? I would have to say Fortnite to be honest. Roblox I had lots of predators on the platform, so Roblox allows and lets pedos roam free on their platform and doesn't do anything about it, so definitely Fortnite to be honest. I'm not gonna lie, bro, this lobby is actually gonna peak, I'm not gonna lie. This lobby background is actually peak. I actually kinda cooked on this one. Now you've seen that because it's my own map, it actually looks tough. Eh. Alright. Why is it about... Wait, hold on. I never made this fine. Alright. Wait. Where's the face cam at? I just think we're not turning it on today. What's up, Kratos? How we doing? Alright. Okay, Kratos, nice. It's nice. Go through here, go through the people I don't know. Let me see. Jinzu. Should I? No, no, I'm playing. Who the hell is this? See, this is why, like, this is what I was talking about earlier. Who is this guy? Like, that's why people change their names all the time. Like, please, keep a username, dude. That's my sister's friend. Who is this? Who the hell is this? Wait. Like who? Okay, I remember who this is. Python? I don't know who the hell you are. Alright, that's Void. Alright. 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 Alright, let's see, so... Alright, so that's... Sounds fine anyway. Oh, show up there. Actually, no, it's my sister, I think. Alright. Alright. Alrighty. Let's see. I'm gonna do something here. If I could choose a locker bundle, right? If I could choose a locker bundle, obviously, probably, he deserves one. Alright, if I could choose a locker bundle next season, I can't choose this skin because this is an exclusive. I'd probably choose Bolt. Let's see, what else? What? So confused. Like, what is in Battle Pass and what is? Cause I choose Bolt with probably no backbang. Because Bolt is one of my favorite skins of all time. Like, if I had to choose a skin that isn't exclusive, I would probably choose her, to be honest. But that's the thing that sucks about making an exclusive skin, is that you can't bring it back if you were to, like, get asked if you wanted a locker bundle. How 0? I mean, like, all these are off the charts. I already said I think he could be. Gwenpool? No. Pretty sure one is already in the works. It's just, it takes a long time to make, it takes years to get a creator their icon skin, so. Because, the creator has to make their content as well as talk to Epic about like what they want in their set, and they want to spend at least as much time as possible to make sure everything is perfect and it's to what specific requests that they want and what's allowed. So alright. I'm gonna end the stream because I'm kind of bored of Fortnite, so thank you to everyone who tuned in today. It was really fun. I'll probably be back I would say probably tomorrow, if not next week. Yeah. I don't know what I'll probably be like, but whenever I do, I'll see you guys there, okay? Alright, see ya.